this. Take a look.
Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Toy Story 5 taking movie theaters to infinity and beyond.
Oh, extinction! Not again!
It's now the highest grossing Toy Story movie of all time.
I want to talk to you, device.
Not touching, Jessica.
Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, giving us a deeper look inside Pixar.
I hear it's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can't.
And speaking of records, Steven Spielberg is beating out Steven Spielberg at the box office.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth.
We'll catch up with Emily Blunt and her Disclosure Day director.
Who the is this?
Plus John Cena.
It is good to have you back in my life.
Eric Andre.
Almost burned the entire house down. Can you imagine?
And the outrageous, disgusting, amazing comedy Little Brother. Now on Netflix.
A love only the branch of a willow tree could conjure.
And we can't talk movies in theaters without, again, talking about Obsession. It's the little creepy movie still changing everything in a big creepy way. We'll go behind the scenes of that and more as we take a look. Goal! Sorry, been talking about World Cup. Let's switch gears and talk about movies. This is the show. Oh, hey, what's going on? Shake my hand. This is Anthony McFarlane, a student of USC. I forgot you're here. He's here to remind us Steven Spielberg is coming up a little bit later on. And everybody knows Steven Spielberg graduated from USC.
No,
Wait, what?
he went to Long Beach.
But there's a building named after him at USC. Okay, then get out of here. Anyway, Steven Spielberg coming up a little bit later on. Our producer Jason just got in my ear and said, "You big dummy, that's the school I went to." All right, he went to Long Beach. Forget about that for now. Let's talk about my movie friends. It's Natalie Franklin. It's Kelly Savannah Deaton.
Hi, guys.
Did you know Steven Spielberg didn't go to USC?
I didn't, but I went to a real school, San Francisco State University.
There you go. Where'd you go?
I went to, I almost just said my high school. Just kidding. I went to Sacramento State up in
Real
Sacramento.
school.
Yeah, real school.
I went to L. Ron Hubbard Tech. All right, so let's talk about the show today. Big doings right now. Where should we start?
Let's start with
Toy Story.
Let's start with
Yeah,
Toy Story 5.
5.
Toy Story 5, not only the most successful of all of the Toy Stories, now at about 314 million strong worldwide, but also it broke all kinds of weekend records.
Yes.
It's the biggest movie of the year. Talk about what you loved about it.
You know, it's the biggest movie because all of us millennials have money now, and we can go to the movies, see it as much as we want,
Right.
and just relive our childhood. I love the concept of technology
Yes.
versus these classic toys. The antagonist is an iPad or Lilypad, I think they
yeah.
call her.
And I love that the nostalgia, it's a perfectly balanced blend of nostalgia and then also how we relate to tech and how kids relate to tech. So I think they walked that line perfectly.
So well. I sat down with Tim and Tom. Now, keep in mind, I sat down with them for the first movie. This is before social media. This is before the internet.
In the Stone Ages?
Yeah, it was last century, not the Stone Ages.
In the
We talked.
1900s?
All right, take a look. On the archway in this enormous complex that is Pixar Animation Studios, and I'm walking across the trestle, and all of a sudden I hear these two distinct voices rattling off the reflective surfaces. And I thought, these voices alone, like at this point in time, have you ever, God forbid, had to get like someone on the phone, a human being at customer service, and have they said, "Is this who I think it is?"
It has happened in restaurants when we're sitting there having, lunch and talking about life issues. People have just said, "I've been listening to you for the last 45 minutes," and then it suddenly dawned on me who was having lunch together. Woody and Buzz are here. I can't believe this.
I love NFL football a lot, and my wife loves it. And she goes to different stadiums to follow. Her lovely team is this Pittsburgh Steelers, mine are Detroit Lions. And when they're close enough to go, it never fails. My wife goes, "All right, but shut up." We sit in the stands because she likes sitting in the stands, not in a box. She wants to sit with the crowd. She goes, "It'll be great. I'll get you some popcorn and a hot dog, but shut up." Because as soon as I start talking,
Don't start it.
Then everybody's looking around, going, and it's.
Do not.
You have to move through crowds and live your life, and so you probably tuned out. So you've stopped turning when people go, "Tim, Tom."
Yeah.
But are you still more likely to turn around when some kid goes, "Woody,
Sure.
Buzz"?
Yeah, exactly. I've had kids say, you sound like Woody.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, do I really? Well, we better get back to Andy's room, shouldn't we then? They kind of do that. Can't hide the vocal cords.
And sometimes in the wrong situations, I've seen me talk and a kid going, at one time, the one that laughed out, he cried to his mother, that man ate Buzz Lightyear. Because I thought it would be funny. And sometimes, and Tom taught us this at a wonderful, sad but wonderful moment at a children's hospital. We entertained these kids by, he said, shut your eyes. So the kids would shut their eyes, and then we'd do it, and then the magic is there. But seeing these two old, very attractive men
Yeah, absolutely.
talking like them is kind of creepy.
You two, thank you for the joy you've brought so many generations.
Oh, you're welcome.
Toy
Thanks.
Story 6, all right.
Let's see, man. Talk to somebody out in the
We're
hallway.
right here in
All right.
Pixar.
We're at the right place.
Yeah, it is. Just go knock on doors and say, hey, you know what I'd like to see? Toy Story 6.
I love talking to those two guys. Congratulations.
You know-
Number one movie on the planet.
Tom Hanks is a Sac State alumni.
Yes, he
Went to
is.
California State University, Sacramento, which
Yes.
is where you went.
I went to
Where
San Francisco State.
I went.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Got it.
We don't know where anyone went.
Yeah, it's all up in the air. Yes.
Anyway, most successful Toy Story ever. I can't wait to see what they do next. In the meantime, if your kids have seen Toy Story 5 already, now it's time to take them to go see Obsession. Probably not. But I will say this, congratulations, Obsession, the movie that won't stop. This tiny little movie is now...
No.
If you haven't seen it, that's a good representation from it. Where did she get that?
She got that from the movie Get Out, where there is a maid that does that creepy no version in that movie, and that's where she got that.
This is awesome. We're all about themes today. Curry Barker, who directed this movie, 27 years old. It is now the most successful horror movie in all of horror history, and also every producer's dream, wondering how to make a movie 300 times more profitable than its original budget.
I can't believe that. $750,000 equates to, what, 300, 400 million worldwide?
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely
Well, he's a
insane.
child of YouTube, so that's why
true.
he's so
he
good
knows
at
how
this.
He directed, produced, wrote this, and made it in under a month, you guys. In under a month.
Get on YouTube, kids.
There you go. Your lead crushes it. If you haven't seen the movie, take a look at this ultra cringe sample.
Bear, I love you so much. I don't think I could live without you.
You love me more than anyone in the world?
Yes, more than anyone.
Nikki,
Yeah?
does your dad really have cancer?
No. No.
What?
No. Don't do that! I thought we were having a nice day.
We are. Sit
Why
down.
does it matter? I thought we were having a nice
We are.
day.
We are. It's okay. We are.
So good, so creepy. I'm triggered just watching that again.
You had some exes that were like that? Is that why you're triggered?
He's getting PTSD all of a sudden. No.
I may have been the ex, you never know. Anyway, Curry, 27-year-old director, now one of the most sought-after directors of all time, which is super cool because it's all about themes today. Steven Spielberg was 27 when he made Jaws.
Oh.
5, I think, even.
Don't
Dun, dun,
get
dun,
hung
dun.
up on the
I think he was
details.
younger.
It's only a half-hour show.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, when we come back, speaking of Steven Spielberg and Emily Blunt sit down with me next. I shocked them with some shock and awe, not having to do with this movie in particular.
Shocking.
All right, we'll be back with them. Why are they getting this reaction? You're going to find out in moments. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. It is Take a Look. Thanks for watching in 177 different countries and territories worldwide. Watching on AFN, we salute you on YouTube. Be sure and like and subscribe. And on all the other affiliates, just blow a kiss to somebody special. All right, before we move on to Disclosure Day and our discussion with Emily Blunt and Steven Spielberg, I think perhaps an apology is in order. Kelly?
Oh,
It's only a half-hour show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I retract my statement. Steven Spielberg was 27,
Yes!
not 25.
28 when Jaws hit theaters, 27 when he was making Jaws.
However,
And, yeah.
Curry Parker was 26. Got you.
Okay, all right. That's the director of Obsession. It's only a half-hour show. All right, so as we talk about this, I do something in this interview that shock and awe fills Stephen and Emily. What would you guess that is?
Ask an intelligent question.
Boom, ask a question pertaining to the film at hand. That's
Stay
actually
on topic?
there. Stay on target.
No.
None of the above.
It had to do with Jaws and, frankly, partial nudity. Take a look.
And I know what it feels like to sit in a movie theater and have everybody really getting off on the movie, and that's what we try to do here.
Movies altogether bring people together, like you said, Stephen. This movie especially has, I don't want to plot spoil, but ultimately the hope that we're all going to come together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's also such a launching pad for great conversation and deep thematic conversations, but also existential ones that are really hard to word. I think the movie leaves people shaking their heads but yet wanting to identify with why they feel it so deeply.
I love ordinary people going through extraordinary things. Your character, it's perhaps my favorite character you've ever played because
Thank you.
she's going through something extraordinary and daunting, but she's up for it. She's actually excited about it. My mentor always says, enjoy the ride. Your character's enjoying the ride.
She certainly enjoys the ride. I mean, I think the ride at times completely overwhelms
Yes.
her. And I think it becomes terrifying and sort of fluctuates. It sort of oscillates between great purpose and then great fear of it until she's able to harness this gift that's been bestowed. But she's just a very real person. She's someone we can relate to. I think a lot of Spielberg's great protagonists, they're idiosyncratic, they're odd, we get them, we know them, and they're not elite action heroes, and therefore you really understand their fears, you really understand their triumphs.
There are things that are layered in that obviously you shoot practically, a lot of practical in camera. So with that said, what's the moment on the day you're in the village and you see Emily laying down a scene and you said, yes, this is it, that. Can you narrow it down?
Well, it happened all the time. It happens all the time. But of course, sometimes when I say, oh my God, that's the take, I sometimes say to the cast after a take, cut, that's in the movie.
We lived for those moments.
And when I say that's in the movie, that usually is the take that goes into the movie.
Amen, Stephen. Hey guys, we have to wrap the room, but before we yell cut in the room, I would be remiss if I didn't show you Stephen, Emily, from my freshman year. From my freshman year of high school.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's still
It's a little tight,
I didn't even know
but it
they
still
made
fits.
them. I didn't even know they made them.
They do.
Oh my
Everything.
God.
We applaud you.
Back
Thank
to you.
Great. Thank you. Great. Thanks.
That could have been. That could have.
Do Mark use that awkward golf clap? That was alarming. That wasn't surprising or shocking. It was alarming.
I got applause from Steven Spielberg,
that's
and you
true.
guys witnessed that, right?
I did.
That is true.
And then right when they cut her mic, she goes, that could have gone quite... What do you think she said after? Yeah, right, wrong.
A very British word.
Right. In TV, there's a technology where before we start the show, you have to white balance the show. You have to shoot something white in order to get all of the colors of the spectrum right. They now use my thighs for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least something good came out of it.
It's summer. You can change that.
All right, so quickly, in a word, see this movie because...
It is just an awe. I like awe.
And...
Steven Spielberg classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. All right, I love how this movie, it has alien meanings, but also fine-tuning with nature and animals. Two of our guests that are going to join us next join with nature as well as they help save some animals' lives. How a fundraiser brought in our next two critics and who they are. You'll get to meet them and more. Disclosure Day discussion next. Hey, welcome back. It is Take a Look, kind of in a little bit of an session. No, kind of open. It is Kelly Savannah Deaton. It is Natalie Franklin. We want to continue our discussion of Disclosure Day because I've got something truly awesome and a first for Take a Look. Are you ready?
Yes, send it over.
So SPCA contacted me. Would you like to help make some money for these pets that desperately need help to survive? And so we offered up a chance to be on this show for some people who donated some money. They saved some pets' lives, and they join us now. Jim Messer, Karen Bolte, come on down. They are are from Fair Oaks, California, helping out the Placer County SPCA.
Hi.
So first of all, how does that make you feel to be helping these critters?
Very happy.
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's jump into some movie stuff.
Wait. Wasn't Marksman taking from drinks and dinner and food? Wasn't that part of the prize?
Done that. And that was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, good job, Mark.
They survived it. They're here, so there's
He
that.
treated us like a king and queen.
Oh, that's
All right.
because he doesn't know you.
So let's jump into the movie for a minute. What do you think?
Yes, about Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
Amazing movie. What did you guys think about it?
I'll take it as somebody who saw Spielberg before Jaws in 24 in Duel. So I've seen him a long time. He has not lost a step. It's still amazing, his ability to do a film. The only thing I saw was I felt like this was a setup for a sequel when the title card came on.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well,
Amen to that, for real.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
And I think it was sensational, a little bit risky, provocative, as someone who works in a hospital. I think that probably the Pope will choke on his popcorn a little bit.
Well, speaking
That's
of
what
the
I'm thinking.
Pope, it does talk about extraterrestrials and religion, and I understand you are a minister. So, how did you think about, how extraterrestrial might challenge a religious belief if it ever came true?
Well, it's interesting that what Spielberg does, Mr. Spielberg, is he helps us to imagine what we can't imagine.
Right.
And what he does though is he fits the extraterrestrial into the paradigm that we already have as monotheists,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So it's a little bit challenging, edgy, provocative, and I can't wait to see what people think about it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. And I love that Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of action that he put into a lot of sequences in this movie. All right, so back to your experience. So you walk into a theater. I love, while red carpet world premieres were taking place all over the place, you walked into a theater. Emily Blunt and Steven Spielberg surprised the audience by being piped in via satellite. How was that?
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yes, it was
Once in a
wonderful to
lifetime.
watch them talk about the experience, and it's always great to see actors talk as just themselves. So I really enjoyed that.
I got to warn you for the letdown. Every movie from here on out that the filmmakers don't show up in front of it, it's going to be, it's just a movie. Anyway,
Old hat.
come back anytime. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for
Thank you,
donating to the
Mark.
SPCA. Jim, Karen, thank you so much. All right, when we come back, spinning gears to something entirely different. Not a Spielberg film, but a funny film at that. Highly raunchy, you don't even leave home to see Netflix new movie starring John Cena and Eric Andre. Little Brother stars next. Hey, welcome back. It is Take a Look. What an awesome weekend to drop a new movie on Netflix. Kelly Savannah Deaton, Natalie Franklin.
Hello.
I'm Marcus Allen. Thanks for joining us as we talk about John Cena and Eric Andre. What do you know of Eric Andre?
Oh my God, he's chaotic.
He is, as is this movie.
Yeah,
He
he's
brings
chaos.
chaos in.
I thought it was a bit of an act, and it may just be an act, but when I went to the world premiere, right as I stepped out of my car, guess who stepped out of their car?
Eric Andre?
Eric Andre, and his clothes got ripped off his back. This is from my camera, right there.
God.
No way.
Walked in his tidy whities.
He's crazier than you, and that's really
Yeah,
hard to
you
be.
were in your underwear with Emily Blunt and Steven Spielberg. He's in his underwear.
If ever there was a time I was going to be shirtless, it wouldn't be standing next to John Cena.
On the red carpet.
That is a risk. That's more risky than the stuff in this movie, honestly, to do that.
Oh, I'm saying, the stuff he did in this movie is ridiculous. It's on
Over the
Netflix right now.
top.
Hey, if your kids love Toy Story 5, they should watch this.
Yeah.
You
Great
have to
theme
see
of
it,
show
listen.
today.
What's wild is as ridiculous and stupid funny as this movie is, they were kind of chill and kind of philosophical about comedy. Take a look. For you, tussling with this guy, it's a little bit like some of your other world skills in wrestling, but at the same time, obstacles. Talk about the difficulty.
Sure. I think the difficulty is first of all, not breaking character. Second of all, not necessarily getting wholeheartedly involved, because that's usually my MO, as being front and center in the physical humor.
Right.
So being on the outer skirts of that was a pleasant surprise, and also certainly watching Eric work. He's a master of physical comedy.
And also psychological comedy. That's what I wanted to ask you about keeping that straight face.
Psychological torture.
True. Because, I mean, you're a great actor, don't get me wrong, but also, like, your otherworld skill is social experiment comedy where you're piercing deeper into the
Very
soul.
well put.
Yes, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hey, did you hear that? He just said, well put. That's a first.
Yes.
Thank you.
Promote that man.
Social experiment comedy. That is well
I'll
put.
take it.
But
I'll
he's
take it.
delving into your soul. How do you not break character?
Man, just honestly, it might seem tough, but breaking character doesn't help Eric at all or anyone else in the scene. If you break, they can't use it.
There's so much pressure, there's so much prep that goes into every square inch of every page of that script and all your preparation that by the time it comes time to shoot.
They also know that if I break, it's an unusable take, but they come up with surprise alts. They're like, oh, don't tell them this. We're just going to run the tape and see what happens. So they try to break you, but you can't break. And I'm not perfect, but I mean, like, they keep the alt secret. If I knew the joke, we could save the bit. But a lot of times you go into business for yourself, so it's like, oh, we got all these jokes. Matt would run in his alts and only show, Ego or whoever. I think when you get comedians together, the core thing is they want to make each other laugh. And that makes for a fun environment and a fun day at the workplace.
So ridiculous. One of my favorite scenes in the movie. Now, we can't even talk about it on TV right now. I'll show you, like,
Here, tell us. Powwow.
I could be doing it right now, but you can't see. But if you
I
could
think
see,
it's best for viewers
that's the
that
scene.
you don't see.
And it's ridiculous in the movie, and they put it in the bloopers. If you like disgusting, stupid, have a couple glasses of wine or a beer, or edibles, if you will, this would be the movie for you to watch this weekend.
I agree. It's definitely over the top, but the two of them make a surprisingly good chemistry, buddy
comedy.
Yeah, kind of thing.
It's a tiny bit, and I do say tiny bit, heartwarming. It's Little Brother on Netflix. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Marcus Allen. Kelly Savannah Deaton, where do we find you?
At Kelly Savannah Deaton.
And Natalie Franklin.
At Natalie the Hero.
I'm at TV Marcus Allen. We got to fact check and clean up some things. Steven Spielberg was how old when he made Jaws?
27.
Got it. And then Mr. Barker is how old when he made Obsession?
26.
There you go. And how old am I?
I think, don't you have Botox older than us?
Combined. See you next week.
Bye.